This is the city of Absalom, the city at the center of the world. Absalom is celebrating the Radiant Festival, a 3-month festival of epic proportions held once every 100 years. The celebration attracts all types: tourists, performers, merchants, inventors, as well as unsavory types, petty thieves, gangs, cults, and criminal enterprises. That's where we come in. We protect and serve. We are the Agents of Edgewatch.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat, Agents of Edgewatch. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Licker, and in this week's episode, the agents face their biggest, most frightening enemy to date, bureaucracy. So this is one of those fun episodes that doesn't really happen a lot in role-playing games, at least fantasy role-playing games, where the agents are going to be intersecting with their real lives, aka bureaucracy. And obviously this is something that we have to deal with every day of our own lives, that you have to deal with government agencies, you have to pay taxes, you have to go to court sometimes, things like that. And it's annoying and really exhausting and things that no one enjoys. But then you put it into a fantasy role-playing game and it gets weird. That's the only way to describe it. It's like, wait a second, am I playing a fantasy role-playing game of me going to the tax office? What is going on? But it's kind of strangely cathartic when you get to do it, and I don't get to do it a lot, but whenever you do a city adventure, you usually get to do it a little bit, but especially in this case, since they're playing guards, they have to deal with bureaucracy all the time, and, well, this is one of those episodes, and it just gets weird. That's all I'm going to say. The one person that seems to really enjoy it is Seth, because Seth is a lawyer in real life, and he has used his law skills, if you've noticed, quite a bit throughout this adventure path, because he's very big into negotiation and talking to people, and he's having an absolute blast, because he's using a strange mix of his real life experience as a lawyer with his role-playing experience, which I don't think he ever thought would ever happen, especially to this extent in his entire life. So that is one thing I will say, is that if you're going to be playing role-playing games, try to mix it up. You don't always have to be playing the hero that kills goblins and skeletons and dragons. You can be in a city and doing weird bureaucracy, or playing an entertainer, or playing a lawyer, or playing someone who owns a bar. And it sounds like, why would you do that? But think about the video games that you play. I imagine some of you might play simulation games once in a while, and that's all they are, is that you might play a simulation game that, you know, might mimic something you do in real life. And obviously, if you're doing it in real life, it sucks, but when it's a video game, it's very cathartic, and you get to try goofy things, and you get to have a lot of fun. Well, it's the same thing in a role-playing game. Maybe once in a while, you get to go out to a tavern and start a big old bar brawl, because that's not something you would ever want to do in real life, but you can do it in a role-playing game. It's expected. It's fun. You can get to do something that you never thought you'd ever get to do. And yeah, it's not real life, but it's the next best thing. So, you know, expand your horizons. Don't always play the same type of adventure. And you'd be surprised what you find enjoyable and what you get out of it by trying something new. And this week, well, you'll hear. I don't know if the PCs had a lot of fun, but I sure had a lot of fun torturing them, I'll tell you that much. Anyhow, let's get to this week's show notes. So a few updates on RPG Superstar. We are getting quotes for various printing presses, so we can actually, you know, print this book up because it's a book. The other thing we've done is set up an account at Amazon, which is fun and exciting, so we can, well, sell the book via Amazon. We also are getting some new artwork for the super secret section. There you go, super secret section. Nobody even knows what this is, but I promise you it's going to be amazing. This is the section being written by Mark Stifer. It is awesome. It is, well, every time he thinks he's done, I come up with 10 new ideas, and he continuously writes it, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and now we're getting the artwork in. So right now the book is 160 pages, but I have a feeling it's going to get bigger because we just keep adding more and more to the super secret section, so we'll see how big the book gets. But I will tell you, the super secret section, I've already shown it to a couple of people, and every single person said the same thing to me. They said, okay, Steve, I need you to make a new game so I can try this all out because it is awesome. And I'm like, damn it, I think it's too good. Why is it so good? But I'm very excited to try it out. So you will find out more about that as we get much, much closer. I know people want to know what's going on with this super secret section, but not until we're right about ready to launch am I really going to talk about it. And speaking about launch, as I said, the biggest and main goal is to have it ready for Gen Con, which means September 2021. It should be totally fine. The book is well ahead of schedule, so we should be able to have the book hopefully at Gen Con if you're going, and then you can just pick it up there directly, or you'll be able to order it. And again, we're trying to go on Amazon, so it's as easy as possible because, well, ordering and fulfillment on Amazon is great. This way it works pretty much anywhere in the world. It's easy to take care of for me because shipping is really difficult, I'm finding out. It's printing up the book isn't the hard part. It's the fulfillment. Holy moly. That is a pain. So one nice thing I have is John Stats is helping me out a lot because, as many of you know, he has his World of Warcraft diary book that was, one of the biggest Kickstarters in history. So he has a lot of experience on order fulfillment and printing of large, complex books. So he's been helping out throughout this whole process because he's already gone through all of this, and now I can just use his expertise to have my book printed and shipped using the information he learned when he did his book. Thank you, John. In addition, don't forget you can check out Discord at discord.rollforcombat.com. You can play games, check out spoilers, talk to me. Sometimes I've been putting up additional images from RPG Superstar that I'm not sharing anywhere else, only in the Discord. And if you have any questions for me, well, I'm always there, so you can always talk to me. And also don't forget to check out the Patreon. If you want to get the shows early, you can just go to patreon.rollforcombat.com. We also have fun prizes, t-shirts, you can play games with us, lots of things over there. So check that out. But with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode. You go back, you rest up after a long day of gathering information. You wake up, you're all healed. You got lots of money jiggling around in your pants pockets. Now what? 2 days.
Yeah, so I kind of still want to get the jump on, unless you guys want to get a rune or magic item.
I'd like to, actually, the bow proved to be so useful. I'd like to just swing by the shop and get the rune for the bow, so we can get started on that.
Jason McDonald is playing Basil Blackfeather, a Tengu empiricist investigator.
Yeah, that's an easy buy.
Chris Beamer is playing Lo Mang, an orc tiefling monk of the Crane style.
But in terms of a bulk shopping run, maybe we can put that off for later. But if we can swing by a runery on the way to Chidaxa's.
Runery.
John Statz is playing Cadet Dougie McDougal, a human ruffian rogue.
Sure, you can go to
Runes are us.
When in doubt, it's always are us.
Rune mark.
Actually,
I like just runes. Just
I'm going to get a rune also.
Good. Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm going to get an armor rune.
You're going to plunk it down. You're going to get that rune of armor.
I am. It goes onto my explorer's clothing.
If they're doing that, can I just, it'll be quick, just refresh my scrolls, just like by replacement scrolls.
Seth Lipton is playing Gomez, a goblin elementalist sorcerer.
Sure. So, yes. So, the +1 armor potency rune, which is the one that you want, because you kind of have to buy them in order. That is right. The Pathfinder 2 way, is that you can't buy one without buying the other. So, that gives you...
God damn, that price jumps to get a +2. Wow, and +3. Oh my god.
Yeah, so
20,000
it's hard.
gold for a plus 3.
Yeah, it's a harsh curve. Scrolls are the same.
Actually, resilient is really good too. There's lots of things. I need lots of more gold.
Right. Okay. So So the +1 armor rune will give you +1 to your armor. But then from that it goes to resilient, then +2 resilient, then +2 greater resilient, then +3 greater resilient, and then +4 major resilient. That's only what's that? 46,000 gold pieces or something like that. So you're fine. You're fine.
Oh, I'm also gonna get 100 arrows and dump them in the bag of holding.
Just dumping all that stuff in. All right. So you can find the runery. It's like runes are us. We will put the runes on while you go shopping for nicks and necks and paddywhacks and dogs with bones. All right, here we go. All right, so anyone else want to do anything quick before we do a full shopping run?
Nope.
So I just bought back all the scrolls. Can we just say that I did that? Figure out the math later.
How much is that rune?
160.
Back down to 20 gold.
Yep.
Easy come, easy go.
Yeah, I know.
But it's worth it.
It's worth it.
Now you're that much harder to hit.
5%. I'll take it.
5%. That 5% adds up. Okay. You get the rune etched on your armor. You get it to look like another little crane. They make a craney for you. They add some nice little runes to the bow. Add a little heart. It says mom on it. It's like the heart seeker. And yeah, you guys are a little bit faster, a little bit stronger, a little bit poorer.
Can I find out what that feather token was
Sure.
in this interim?
Yes, that feather token was a bird feather token.
Oh, so I got 2 of those now.
Yep.
Ka.
The bird feather token. Soon he will have to collect them all. It's like Pokemon. You gotta catch them all. Gotta get every single token. And he's
Said
just gonna
summon a
walk
bird
around.
is what that does?
It summons like a bird that you use for messages and stuff. So, okay, what you going to do? You're all healed up. You got your cool new etchings. Lomang is walking a little bit straighter, a little bit prouder.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got that +1, hard-earned gold going to going to a nice place. Not Dougie though.
No.
Dougie's still
Dougie's still
same old,
a ways
same
away.
old. A ways away.
I don't know. He doesn't save any money.
So where are you going?
All right, where are we off to next?
You tell me.
All right, we are going to.
I think we're gonna go back to Chidaxa and see what because she said she had information about the
Yeah.
robbery as soon as we
Yeah,
provided her
that's
papers.
the one place
Let's do
we
that.
need to go to. She's gonna sing.
There's a loose end of a prisoner in custody from a previous encounter, but let's do this
There's
first.
a couple of loose ends. Okay, you go back to Chidaxra's. You do the little secret knock. She recognizes it. She lets you in. And she's like, "Oh, so you got some good news for me, I hope?"
Yep, paperwork's all taken care of.
You Edgewatch are good. Especially you, Gomez. I knew it, you had it in you.
He specializes in paperwork. He does it for all of us. He spells the best.
That's right.
Well, I'm a deal is a deal, and my word wouldn't be worth much if I went back on what I promised you. So here's the promised information. And she tells you to huddle on over, kind of whispers it, so you can all hear it. She's doing this for effect, just for fun.
But speak close to the mic, otherwise one can't hear you.
So, word on the street is there's a gang that's been working with some skin-shaw nut jobs. Most folks are smart enough to stay away from anyone who might take their skin off, but desperate times, I suppose. Anyways, apparently these idiots go by the Copper something or others, and they're planning on a big heist during the Radiant Parade at one of the businesses on the parade route itself. That means you're looking at either Bertram's place or Roka's. But my money's on the halfling. Trying to rob that dwarf is even a stupider idea than working for the skin shaws and taking off your skin. So if I was to guess, the robbery's gonna happen at Bertram's place.
What was the other
All
one?
right, I'm
Bertram's
writing-
place
yeah,
or
I'm
what?
writing some of this down. Roka's or Bertram's. There are two places that are along the parade route that she knows of, and the halfling Bertram is more likely to be hit because I think the Dwarven one is super secure. That's the one with the spiders.
Yep, Penny
Right.
and Sphinx Trust is the one that its manager is the halfling Bertram, Soft Whistle, and then the Stone Sword Savings and Loan, that was with Roka, who gave you Heartseeker, and she's an ex-adventurer, and that place was super secure.
Now,
Yeah.
refresh my memory. Isn't this one with Bertrand? Isn't that also where they had the break-in and so
The
they have
Vandals.
the guy in custody? That's like one of our
Correct.
last events.
And they also had the graffiti.
Yeah, the
I
Van.
thought the
there-
third
yeah.
place had the graffiti. I thought that was the Ovengots had the graffiti issue.
Sorry, you're
That was
right.
the first one,
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
Ovington.
So Ovengot's has the graffiti, and sorry.
Ovington Money Changers.
And there was also the issue of talking about Gardner about the missing ladder, or whatever, but that may or may not be related. It may just be they have a ladder there to tend to their hedges.
She looks at you and says, "Sorry, I don't have any more information for you, but I think that's pretty good."
That's plenty.
It's golden.
All right, so what do you think if we go to the guy in custody now, armed with the information that that this is probably the one, and I hit him with the interrogation, say we know the deal, we know you're going to hit this place, spill it, and see if the guy in custody has any additional information, or at least can confirm any of it.
That's true. People are
Yeah,
more
it does
likely
seem
to.
like of the two main leads we have right now are the graffiti and the guy in custody, and the guy in the custody seems like the firmer lead at this point. We may still want to check out the graffiti thing just to close it off, but the guy in custody does seem like our best lead from here.
What do you say, Lamang?
I agree. I think we should go to the halfling.
So do you want to go straight? Let's go straight to the jail. Let's go straight to the jail, and I'll roll some dice, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's interrogate this guy and then go to the halfling because we still
All right.
have days. We have days.
We're on the clock.
Okay. So are you going to go over to the token guards headquarters?
Oh, one
Yeah.
quick question: what are the skin shworn, or what were those?
The
things?
skin saw cult. The skin saw.
Did we
cult
have
is
other information about them, or can we do a knowledge check of some sort on them?
Society check.
Oh, can you?
caused a lot of trouble in Varisia.
Oh, can you? There's a lot of information on them. Are you doing it, Basil?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, you know a little bit about them. You know, the Skinsaw cult is one of the 4 aspects of the evil god Norgrbur. Norgrbur is the god of greed, secrets, poison, murder. Worshippers are thieves, assassins, spies, murderers. And has lovely domains such as, charm, death, evil, knowledge, trickery, that sort of stuff.
Stamp collecting.
Yeah, lovely fellow. There's some pretty well-known aspects of this god. There's the Reaper of Reputation. They specialize in secrets. There's the Grey Master. They specialize in thievery. There's the Black Fingers, and they specialize in poison. But the 4th, oh boy, the 4th, that's the one that attracts the most extreme and murderously insane. The ones who commit atrocities as acts of worship to Father Skinshaw. Almost like that hotel you raided. That entire hotel could have been a worshiper.
I was gonna say, I thought it's been a little while, but I thought I remember the Pratchett had some references to Norgrbur in his journal or something.
Oh yeah, there was the mask thing.
Or the
in
ma-
in
or
They
the
had the
mask.
mask.
Yeah.
He had the Norgrbur mask and a little bit of an altar there.
Oh yeah, he's
And some
totally-
flaying. And there was some flaying.
Mm-hmm. They, they specialize in things like torture, death, horror, ripping off people's skins, turning them inside out.
Very, very evil.
flesh play. They are so evil that even the people who worship Norgabur say they're too much.
Damn.
Anyhow,
Oh dear.
have fun with that one. That's what you know.
All right, that way we may have to go weapons hot on them. No more knocking them out. We have to just make some mistakes and kill them by accident.
There's obviously a lot more to know about them because they're so secretive, and this is just sort of common knowledge I gave you. So with that, what is your next area to go to? Go to the token guards. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm still up for token guards, interrogate
Sure.
the prisoner,
Let's do it.
and then
Yeah.
figure it out.
I don't want to hear any jurisdictional nonsense from them either.
Okay. You go up to the token guard headquarters, and they look at you. They're like, "Yeah, what do you guys want? You're in the wrong district."
I diplomatize. I say, look, I don't want to ruffle any feathers, but like this comes directly from the top, and so we got to do what we got to do, and we got orders to play nice. So we know that you got a prisoner in there. All I need is 5 minutes. I need to talk to him for 5 minutes, and then we're out of your hair.
Yeah. Okay. And he points to like the waiting room where there's like dozens of other guards from other districts, and he's like, "Sure, procedure, get in line."
Excuse me. We both know the way of the world.
Right.
We got no time for that.
Yep. Get in line.
All right. So I get to try and get a read on him. Like, what does he need in order for me to not get the brush off, not get the run around like this?
Be higher level.
Oh, that's not too good.
Be more important than you are.
Need to have a rank.
All right. Well,
Need to have a higher rank.
well, then normally, if we were doing this under normal circumstances, we would go back to our superior, and then our superior would talk to their superior and get us access.
Yeah. Do whatever you want.
So do we do that, or is there or is this leading down a road where we have to like sneak in or do?
Well, I tell
something?
Gomez aside. I say, we are these token guard. Remember, they like cash. They like money. We may have to.
That's what I was trying to. That's what I was trying to suss out with my taking him aside and saying like, well, we know the way of the world, but he didn't bite at that. So it
We
sounds.
may have to actually produce some coinage.
Wait, aren't we more like the FBI where we can just go where we want? Like,
No.
even though it's overlapping district,
No.
Everybody got,
jurisdiction?
it's little fiefdoms. Everybody's got their own little.
That's right. Yeah.
Ugh.
All right, but did that sound like a possibility? Like a possibility? Does bribery sound plausible? Because it didn't sound, from what you said, that it sounded plausible to
You
me.
can do whatever you want. I'm just telling you, they're very hard to read.
Here, I'll give you a gold, and like we can pull a few gold together. I don't have much left, but
I just
say
don't- I don't-
we
I
try
don't
5
know.
gold and see what that gets us. Just give it to them on the schley. Say, look, we're in a rush.
All right,
we got
what the
time.
hell?
We'll speed up the paperwork.
I try to cover it with diplomacy just in case just in case that causes trouble, and I'll be like, "Are we sure that there's nothing we can do?" And jingle a bag.
He looks at you and he says, "What you got in there? That's a lot of coppers. Doesn't get you much in this place."
I think we can get these guys with 1 gold.
Yeah, it's like not copper, gold.
Mhm.
Oh, why'd you
that-
tell them it's all gold?
That bag's a start. But there's
Yeah.
4 of you. I think 4 bags might do it.
No, there's no 4 of us. That's silly.
What?
Dougie's
4
not
gold?
gonna. This is no. We're first
4
of all we're
bags of gold.
4 bags of gold. So what do you
I
want,
feel
300
like
gold?
this.
you want?
I feel like this is not the way. Like my
Yeah,
gut
this
is
is
telling
not the
me
way. This
that
is
this
illegal.
guy's
way.
jerking us around, and that's not how
Well-
this gets resolved.
yeah.
Hey, well, it's up to you. You can wait online. Here's a number, and you get a number, and the number's like
It's a Beetlejuice number, isn't it?
it's a Beetlejuice number. It's like 382. They're like now serving 4.
Is there anyone like asleep that we could switch their numbers?
I know, sure. Where's the shrunken head guy?
No, they're like all the other ones are there, and they just look at you. Everyone behind your back is laughing. They're like, "Look at the noobs." They're like, "Oh, they never dealt with the token guard before. This is gonna be funny." I think they're actually doing side bets to see whether or not you A, get in, or B, are thrown on your ass.
Can I? I'm a little confused. I personally, as a player, am a little confused by the situation. But I think that Gomez would like trained in society and being from this place, it would not be as confused. Can I get a society check just for a hint as to what these guys are really after and how to proceed?
Yeah, they're incredibly corrupt. They are a pain in the ass to deal with. They're the worst of the worst. So either you pay them off handsomely to cut the line, or just wait.
What counts? What can you give a ballpark of what handsomely
50
means?
gold.
Oh,
All right. Well, 50 gold.
No.
No.
First of all, Dougie's not bribing anyone. That's not going to happen.
that's not in his ethos.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. And
How long is the wait?
Yeah, what's the wait? This is
By today.
Okay, we got
I think we
3
have.
days.
I argue
2
for the
days.
greater good. I mean, we have the money. Like it's
Don't care. Not bribing.
And what? We got 2 days.
Well, I just spent a ton of my money, so I'm broke more or less. I think we need to go and maybe get someone who can go above this idiot. He's just a pencil pusher.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would
geez.
be very surprised if that is actually the answer to this, but that is what should be the answer to this. So let's do it. We should go to our, we will report. We'll do follow a procedure. We've gotten
Right.
very, very far. Report to our commanding officer. Explain the situation. This is what we found. This is where we think our lead can go. You know,
And these assholes are
can you
making us wait in
get
line.
can you get us access
We
to
should
a
have
prisoner?
one of us should
and see what
stay
happens.
behind. One of us should stay behind and wait just in case.
Yeah,
Stay
trust
in
the
line,
chain of command.
I'll
Let the
stay in
chain
line.
of command. All
I'll
right.
stay back there.
Okay, so you stay back there, Lomang. You're waiting in line. The other guards and people are looking at you, making small talk, asking how long you've been on the
Like
job.
6 days.
Yeah.
Less
Like,
than a week.
oh, we saw you in Eyes of Absalom. Good
Yes,
job,
you
good
did.
job. They're like,
Yeah, thank you.
they're talking to you. You're talking shop.
The pay's not great, but it's
Yeah.
it's a job.
Yeah. You don't do it for the pay. Do it for the benefits.
Yeah, we've only made like
gives you a
200
wink.
gold
I hear,
in the
yeah,
first week.
I hear there's a lot of benefits in this district. I may want to transfer over here.
Although you guys have got like 1,000 gold,
In a week, the pay's
in a week
not
and
good.
a half. I know
Oh,
you've
yeah.
done so well. It's kind of insane.
We could
We're
do
the
even
only
better.
cops with beach houses at the end of all. This.
Yeah, I know.
Costa Rica.
You go back to Sergeant Olo,
Right. Then we give a report and we
gives
tell them our
report,
progress.
And so it's Basil, Gomez, and Dougie, and Sergeant Olo is like, "Oh, thank God you came back," and he's looking directly at you, Gomez. He says, "Gomez, I got someone here who really wants to see you," and right behind you, you see Miss Honeywall.
Oh, great.
And she's like, "Oh, there you are, Gomez. I was so worried about you after all that happened in the hotel. I've been waiting here patiently all day. Sergeant Olo said you're going to be coming back. Oh, and we never had our date, but I'm going to wait here until you're done with your shift. You look ravishing, I must say.
I can't
wait to hear all about everything that happened. You have to tell me all the details." She's like holding onto your arm, and she's like patting it, and she's like totally. And Sergeant Olo is just keeping his mouth shut with a little bit of a smile on his face.
I literally cannot restrain myself from shooting the commanding officer an intimidating glare. With my intimidating glare, my intimidation comes so mad.
He's
I
giving you a
cannot
little
stop from
smile.
doing
He's
it.
like, "Oh, it's your problem now, not mine."
All right. And okay, so now I try to use diplomacy and say it's nice to meet you, ma'am, but we are currently on a case. I'm not going to be able to do any kind of socializing. This is over.
Oh, remember the murder hotel? And we had tea and crumpets, and we were talking in the room for all that time. You owe me at least a couple of dinners and a few breakfasts as well.
That's harassment. Mm-mm.
And I will pay up on that in 2 days. In 2 days, we should have this wrapped up.
Oh, I'm gonna come with my best dress on in 2 days. Bells on, waiting. You better have a whole day and night of activities planned for us. Mm-mm.
So maybe she'll die of old age in 2 days if you're lucky.
Yeah, who knows? Or maybe I'll die.
Right.
You got to practice your disguise skill if you haven't. That would be
I
a
know.
good way to get out of this.
I know.
You didn't think you were gonna get away from me so easily,
Hopefully,
Mr.
this adventure pass will
Gomez.
take me out of town. All right, so if we can, as soon as I can get away from this woman,
Extricate yourself from her?
extricate myself from her. So, what do you say, commanding officer? Can you help us with this interjurisdictional issue?
Ah, the coins, huh? And you hear everyone else around you, they're all laughing too. It's like, yeah, that's a rite of passage dealing with those jerks. I can give you something, but to be honest, it'll probably just make things worse. All I can say is just be patient and play ball. If it's something really important that's life and death, I'm sure I can hurry it up, but, they will get back to you. Maybe it'll take half a day. What do you got? You got Lomang there waiting? That's a good idea. Why don't you, use message or something, have one of you wait while the rest of you, continue working, scouting it out, and then maybe one of you can take care of it. I don't think all four of you need to wait, do you?
Well, we probably don't want Lomang to handle it.
Yeah, you don't want me to handle it.
Yeah, I'm not sure we want Lomang doing the interrogation.
No. Basil or Gomez should do it. Who has some charisma?
Yeah. Some kind
Yeah,
of...
sorry about that. That's one of the problems working with the coins district is, yeah. The token guard is a real pain in the butt. But, as I said, they will come through. They just do it in their own sweet-ass time. And yeah, you could bribe them. It's not even worth it. As I said, if it's something really important, we'll get it done. But, yeah, they're pretty crooked.
Do we have any other? I forget if we have any other loose ends.
You have the graffiti.
All right, so you mentioned that
Well, we
graffiti a
could
couple
go
times.
there and see if they've learned anything in the time that...
Yeah, let's take our time coming back.
care
Let's
less
leave
about the
Lomang there.
graffiti.
Take our time going
I
back
mean-
and look at the graffiti. Splits the party, but it might be actually the smart thing to do.
Okay. Well, Miss Honeywall, she's like, don't forget, Gomez, 2 days.
I'm almost tempted to try and manipulate Miss Honeywall to stand in line for us. That'll never work.
Oh,
All right,
no.
so what about the graffiti?
God. Yeah.
Okay, you tell me.
Let's go there.
Okay.
Yeah,
The three of you? What about Lomang?
Lomang's online.
No, he stays there. He stays in line.
Okay.
I'll stay in line, but I'm not gonna. I don't even know. I'm gonna need help with the interrogation. That's for sure. I
Well,
have
this is
8
where we
charisma.
pull ahead.
Well,
This is where we pull ahead in gold and experience points from Lomang.
yeah, I believe the commanding officer when he says that it'll take half a day. So what I'm thinking is we try to wrap up this in less than half a day, and then and then meet up with you when you're 20 away from getting access as
All right.
opposed to 50.
Hopefully, you don't run into any trouble.
Okay.
You and me
go,
both.
You go over to Overington's Money Changers. And sure enough, there's Ulton. Or Utin. There's Utin. Utin's like, hey fellas. Good job on the wasps. They haven't come back. But there's a new batch of graffiti out on the back. You want to see it?
Oh, yes. This could be informative. Yes, sir.
Sure. He's like, I was about to go clean it off.
Well, let's go take a look.
And brings it off.
Are we following him in this office, or... Oh, okay.
So you go around outside to the back of the bank. And he says, oh, I don't think that's anatomically correct, you see there. I mean, I imagine it's possible with magic, but it's pretty gruesome what you see here. And sure enough, it is really a blue. The graffiti. It's obviously to embarrass him, or there's something going on. You're not sure what, but someone is harassing this guy.
All right, so... Does he have any disgruntled employees?
No, not that
Yeah,
I
didn't
know
we do
of.
this already?
Yeah.
I don't have any notes.
No, I don't have
from
any
this.
disgruntled employees. I really don't know. But, every so often, there's graffiti's coming here. Got the wasps. It's getting worse every day. Told you, if you manage to figure this out, I got 250 gold in for you.
Is there a place where we could, sort of stake out this area and keep an eye on it without being noticed?
Sure. Like, if you look across the street, there's more than enough areas. It's like, but, they probably only do it late at night, I would imagine. It doesn't happen during the day, so I'd imagine you have to do a stakeout all night.
All right, so Dougie is going to let's do a circuit. Let's walk the perimeter and just see if anything sticks out. Like if there's any gangs of little kids or people looking to giving them the stink eye from across the street. Just like to check to see like what his neighbors are like.
You go around, you look around the area. I mean, this is a very well respected area. It's like Fifth Avenue in Manhattan.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Or, Rodeo Drive. Like, this is a very nice area. High-end stores, high-end banks. So this definitely looks out of place in any one of these places. So obviously someone is intimidating him or trying to shake him down for something. He literally has no idea what the heck this is all about, though.
Huh. He has no idea. Jeez.
The neighbors also are like, you talk to some of the neighbors like, I don't know, I mean, usually if you hurt someone or, I don't know, I mean, did he give out like a bad loan or something? I mean, he's a bank. Maybe he collected on somebody or
I'm sure we
gave
had
a
this
bad
conversation
loan.
already.
Who knows?
Yeah, I thought we did.
We did all this already.
I took no notes from this guy.
Did any of the other businesses in the nearby vicinity get hit, or is it just him?
Just him.
Maybe he's not being. I thought we.
We asked him. We literally asked him. I remember.
Any disgruntled customers or bad.
And I literally, literally asked him exactly that about the bad loans and stuff
They've
like that.
been lying. I mean, we could try again.
Can we look through his books and see if we recognize any malcontents' names?
Sure, you could ask him.
Yeah, we'll ask him that. Okay, we walk the beat.
I'll do a diplomacy on that.
Yeah.
It's like I explained. It's like, dude, formal investigation. You want us to investigate? We got to investigate. We got to look up. We got to follow up all leads. Let's look at your books.
He says, okay. I mean, this has only been happening for a couple of days now, so I imagine it's got to be something recent. He's like, obviously this is all confidential.
Yeah, no incidents with any customers in that time.
He brings you to the back office. He's like, no, not at all. And he brings out some books and shows you. He goes, I mean, we have, dozens of years worth of records, but here's the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, we don't need to go back that far. And does this guy do all the banking, or does he have employees that?
No, he has employees, but he does all the high-end loans. He does all of the actual banking himself, like the high-end stuff. It's not a huge bank,
right.
And the employees will take care of, the smaller customers. So,
right.
Who has accounting lore?
Oh, Dougie has. No.
No, I got legal lore, but not accounting lore.
Yep.
Thievery.
So, no. You all look at the books and you realize you have no comprehension of what you're looking at.
All right.
You couldn't even guess what would be good or what would be bad. It's sort of like Greek to you.
No society roll to see if we recognize names? Okay.
No. I mean, you look and scan it, but all of you look at it and are like...
any particularly large numbers that stand out?
No, nothing bad. And also, he goes on to explain, he said this last time, like, he's a pretty reasonable guy, and you actually know even this through your society checks, that this guy is a big supporter of Absalom. He donated tons of money to the defense during the sieges. He bankrolls mercenary companies. He spends a lot of money in this town, and he's a pretty well-established and known to even help out people if they can't pay, and even will forgive percentages of debts and interests. So if anything, this guy is as good as they get. This is probably one of the nicest and best bankers in the city, which makes it even more perplexing that why is someone targeting someone as spotless of a reputation as him?
All right, well, the obvious thing is, who is your biggest banking competitor?
That could be anyone. There's 150 banks in this town. That's true. There are.
That's a lot of banks.
I know what we do. We have 2 nights, so we do a stakeout. It's standard procedure. We each take a corner, and we just hang out on the rooftops of like buildings, and we watch what goes on. overnight.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. That's actually a great idea. Maybe you can stay on top of my roof. They seem to keep hitting the same spots, which are either the back or the sides, which makes sense because they don't want to be seen. And they seem to be consistently hitting every night. So, yeah, I'm fine with that. If you want to stay up there overnight, I'll even give you some blankets and some food.
Yeah, because we could be tired for like the next day. We've got the time. I mean, that's just my suggestion.
I say this. I think that's
Yeah, we
pretty
can
solid.
do that.
But let's go get Little Man first.
Yeah, we have to get Lil Man for that. Oh yeah, he's our fast.
Yeah, why don't we make arrangements to come back? Are we gonna do that tonight then?
Yeah, let's
Right,
do it tonight. Yeah,
and see if we could wrap that up before nightfall, and then come back and stake up overnight.
Okay, about half a day has gone by, and you go back to the token guard.
I've moved up 3 spaces. I'm 497 now.
There you go, exactly. Lomag's like,
From
halfway
500.
there!
Ugh. Lomang is not happy. I am not happy that I'm waiting in line. That's one of the things I hate most in life, in real life.
Yeah,
Well-
waiting in line sucks.
At least you got your inner chi to
Right,
keep you
that's
company.
true. I can
Your
meditate.
internal
That's true, you can meditate, yeah.
techniques.
Yeah, now you're in a role playing game, standing in line.
I want to be able to like meditate and levitate at the same time.
Meditate and levitate.
In a full lotus position, like
Okay,
like
like Luke
Buddha.
Skywalker.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay. It looks like you're about halfway through. Probably by dinner time you'll get in there. At this point, it's
How
around
long?
lunchtime right now. Dinner time.
Oh,
So figure another
God.
4 hours.
Jeez. Okay.
So we do, right?
Yeah, I guess we'll wait.
Okay, you wait around. Time ticks by. You play Tiddlywinks. You play.
I pick my teeth with an arrow.
Yeah, you pick your teeth with an arrow. You make it small talk with the other people. And then eventually, you finally get to the front of the line right in time for dinner. And they're like, all right, you can come in. Why are you here? What are you looking for?
We tell them the prisoner that we're at, that we need access to, and tell them a story.
What's their name?
Oh, like I remember. Jason,
Hope
do you remember?
There was a
hope you wrote it
goblin.
down.
There was a goblin named Quidley who was taken into custody at the Penny and Sphinx.
Boom! There you go.
Quidley. They look at each other like, I don't know any Quidley. Like, you have any more information on this guy?
Quidley brought in for vandalism from the Penny and Sphinx. Like, what more do you need?
I don't know. We bring in lots of people. Goblin's a goblin.
Damn.
All right. Well, do you keep him in one big goblin holding cell?
We got lots of holding cells. I don't know. What other information you have here? Was this like
All right. Well,
a
let us in.
robbery
We'll find
or-
him.
No, that's not how it works. Give us a little information. We'll go get him for you.
Well, it was a breaking and entering situation. I don't think they took anything, but they did let themselves into the building.
Oh, right. The goblin burglar. Yeah. We let him go.
What?
He made bail.
Why'd you let him go for? Did he determine that he didn't have anything to do with it, or is it?
Yeah. There wasn't really anything going on. I mean, it was a breaking and entering, but nothing was stolen. So,
Do you have any information about his whereabouts, or in case you needed to follow up?
no, of course not. It's a goblin burglar. Who the heck knows? Came in, did a little bit of interrogation, couldn't find out anything. Let him go.
Wow. Lomang is not happy. You made me wait around all day for that?
That's really funny. Stakeout.
That's outrageous.
Yeah.
I may turn
All right.
evil and burn down their fucking...
I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, it's like a standard breaking and entering, some little goblin. I mean, I'm sure he'll come up again. And if he does, well, don't come back.
They got a revolving door policy.
Well, apparently I should go break into a bank because you guys don't do anything about it.
Right. They don't
Yes,
do
a
anything about
revolving
anything.
door policy.
No, it wasn't it. He didn't do anything. There was no damage, nothing stolen.
But it was a crime, though. Did he bribe you?
Duh.
Do you have any sort of notes or paperwork on the case?
Yeah, let's see here. He looks like it. Here we go. Apprehended Goblin Burger Quidley. Let's see. Rebuffed questioning. Didn't seem to be involved directly. Was pressured. And no damage or items stolen. Was left to his own recognizance. Yeah, we let him go.
That's really funny.
Anyhow, it's time to get something to eat. Sorry, guys. Next!
There's another 498 people behind you in line.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if we ever have to come back here, I'm not waiting on mine again, just so you know. Like, you're going to have to arrest me. And like, at some point in the future, like, I'm going to come back and we're going to have a talk outside after hours. Like, no joke. Why is it the most popular place in the whole city? There's a festival going on. Why do we have to wait in line? What are people waiting for? What are they actually waiting for? To talk to prisoners?
Who knows?
I feel like I do want to challenge a bunch of people to duels right now. I really do.
Wow.
Win or lose. I'm very
My
angry.
job was done. I feel vindicated.
This was actually your personal nightmare.
I do not like lines. I hate
Yeah, so Chris, this was actually your personal nightmare.
Yes.
You were waiting all day online and got nothing for it.
for nothing.
I am going to
That is
talk
hilarious.
to my developer friends in Blizzard to implement lines in World of Warcraft for you.
Yes, it's a
I
good.
actually had them in Classic for a while because people would have to
Dude,
line
there
up.
was lines. We used to have
Yeah.
lines all the time. It's
Well,
called
they
the
had queue, but
The
even
queue.
in game to like turn in quests,
Oh, yeah.
people would line up.
Oh,
It's crazy.
God.
It's
Remember, well, the worst one was EverQuest, when we
Yeah.
literally would wait in lines to kill bosses.
That was awful.
God.
That was so
Oh my
awful.
God, that's horrible.
All right, well, that turned out to be a wild goose chase. Yeah, you can go back, hang out, go to the roof, and do a stakeout to find
Yep,
out
stakeout time.
who is vandalizing the bank.
Oh, Dougie's going to get a whole bunch of donuts for this one.
Actually, we should cook steaks while on the stakeout. How about that? Like,
That's great.
with
I
That
love
was
that
actually-
idea.
Yeah, why isn't that a thing? That should
I
be
know,
a
it
thing.
should be a thing. Definitely.
Steak
We'll see the smoke
sandwiches.
from like a mile away.
Oh, that is great. And it's a barbecue. Stakeout for steaks out.
And the
Steaks
fire
out for
wouldn't
steak
give
out.
us away.
Exactly.
All right, so I think, let's see, we should just honestly climb up and park our carcass on the corners of the building and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been an entire day because, that's right, I almost
It's
forgot.
nighttime, I think,
You
right?
wasted the whole day
In line.
waiting in line for nothing. Or should
Yeah.
we say low man?
Low man
Well-
waited in line for nothing, and he's not happy. And in fact, like at some point when he's off duty, he might have to have words with this guy outside, if you know what I mean. And we might have to discuss some things outside.
So speaking of which, I had an idea on that. If this goblin that they let go, Quidley or whatever, if he's any sort of, kind of recurring criminal or commonly known, I'm wondering if maybe that Chidaxa person might have some information on where we could find him. Because she seems tied into the underworld a little bit. So maybe after the stakeout, we can go back, the next day we can go back and ask Chidaxa about
That's
that
a good
too.
idea. Because I'm definitely not asking anyone in the this police department anything anymore.
The
They're done.
token guard?
Yeah, the token guard. I'm not. They're crap. Now I can see in the dark very well. I don't know if other people can, but
Well, keep in mind, this
lights
is
and thing.
the coins district. There's lights. I mean, it's still nighttime, but there's ever-burning torches. This is a pretty well-lit district. And even the banks themselves have torches. And where they keep hitting is the back of the bank, where it's not lit quite as well because it is the back of the bank as opposed to the front. And whoever's been doing it seems to keep hitting the back. So
The only other question I had is, do we want everybody up on the roof, or do we want somebody down on the street? Because,
Our fastest person on the street.
well, and also, not to put too fine a point on it, but taking damage jumping off the roof to get down there.
I don't think I
don't
that.
do it.
What's the height of this?
I was gonna ask that. I was gonna say, okay, you're all up on the roof.
Catfall.
What's your way of getting down? Off
I
the
have
roof?
I have basically the equivalent of Featherfall as a Tengu, so I can certainly be up on the roof.
What's the height? How high is this?
I would say it is
Is it 2 stories? Like 20?
No, it's actually only one story. It's a squat stone establishment, so I will say 20 feet.
Yeah, so I can jump off. My kung fu allows me to land on my feet like a cat.
Well,
And Dougie can do that too. So the only one who might
Dougie
bounce...
can fall 25 feet shorter. It's a little bit nicer than, what.
I have the exact
Well,
same
right.
thing.
Oh, you have cat fall? You have
I
cat
do.
fall?
I
Okay.
do.
All right.
So Basil can fly, Dougie can bounce, Lowman can kung fu. Gomez?
Feather token ladder.
Oh!
Yeah, there we
go.
In the business, we call that a mechanic.
Nice.
All that bag of miscellaneous crap he bought finally
yeah.
pays some dividends.
Where's that? I need that robe. I need that robe of useful items. That's what I
Yeah.
You have a boat? Do you have anything that turns into a boat?
need. What do I have?
Just
Actually,
curious.
no. I
Joke, but
need the boat. I need the
We
boat.
joke, but at
You
level
need the vote.
6, the investigator, there's a feat I could take that I could just. It's something like, I forget what it's called exactly, but it's like pre-planning where you could just like decide, oh, I packed that item for any one common item.
That's right. Yep, I
Yeah,
saw that.
so
I've seen
it's
that.
like nice.
So I almost feel guilty outing you, Gomez, because that could have been funny when everyone else is jumping down. You're like, feather token! A merry frickin' Poppins!
Slide down, make a hole.
I'm actually cheap. I don't want to use it. I want to climb on Lomang's back.
Oh, that's... Lomang, will you let Gomez ride you like a stallion?
Yes, as per
Should
Master
carry me
Blaster.
like a child. Yeah, as for
Master
Blaster! Blaster!
I gotta say that is actually not a bad arrangement. If we could arrange that would actually be good because I could cast spells from up there. I could heal.
We
I
could put like a
heal.
little oh my
God.
harness.
That actually would be
wait a
really,
minute.
really-
If you
it
wanna
actually
get a
would be really
saddle
good. Yeah, it would be
for
really good.
and to put it on Lomang's shoulders, and Gomez is above your shoulders.
Can Basil ride on top of Dougie?
just call me the three-eyed raven.
Yeah, no, that's
Nice.
Basil. Basil will be the three-eyed raven, because Basil and Dougie, oh my god, I'm seeing things. I'm coming up with ideas.
We have new character portraits.
Everyone is just vertical. It's like they only take up the space of 2 characters, but there's 4 of them.
Isn't that actually like the chicken fight when you get in the pool and you have
Yeah,
person?
yeah.
It can be Tengu fight.
And for undercover work, we can wear a big trench coat like a super tall
Yes.
man. And there's
Right.
only 2 people on this investigation. And as soon as someone starts to throw down,
Yep, then they get surprised. And
Yeah,
boom,
then they
we
get
double our
surprised.
numbers. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Wow. Okay, well, you're up there. It's getting dark. You have time to kill. What you want to do? You want to jump to later that
Donuts.
evening, or
Donuts
do you
and
want to
coffee.
just talk?
Donuts and coffee. We are cops on the beat.
all right, so
I'm gonna pretend I own a harmonica.
I think we should hide too. I don't think we should
Yeah, we don't
walk
want to
around
like
the
make
edge.
Yeah, we
we
should be
should
hidden from
obvious.
view.
peer over the edge. Okay, so I think we should be. I think we should quadrant this out. I don't want to miss stuff. I really don't want to miss stuff.
I'll take that corner.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to because we're on the inside.
I can
I don't
fix
know
that.
where you
I can,
are.
I can fix that. Hold on.
Oh, see, you're missing the good corner. Actually, I should probably.
I guess I'm over here.
Oh, we're on a
Southwest.
Stakeout. Gonna stake out. Oh, there's remnants of the killer bees up here.
Oh yeah, there they are.
There we go. So there we go. So I made it so you should be able to see everything now. Can you see everything on the map?
Yes.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, put
Yep,
yourselves
yep, yep,
where
yep.
you wish to be. Dougie
right.
appears to be in the front right corner or southeast. Gomez, southwest. Lomang, northwest. Basil,
I'll
well,
go
there he
northeast.
is. Northeast. There you go.
Do you have your bow out, Basil?
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is prime bow time.
Oh yeah.
Dougie sees a couple of bees. Oh no!
I have
Get
that
the bow
wand
out.
out. I have that wand equipped.
Nice, the wand of magic missile.
Yeah.
Wand of magic missiles. What's that? Oh, that's right. That wand you got like 10 years ago that you totally forgot about and never
Yeah,
used.
my Greek off-brand wand of magic missiles.
The manifold missiles.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Dougie does not have
royalty-free wand of magic missiles.
He's gonna just use his maul. It's a perfect cat's grace weapon. Come down with a big ol' hammer.
Everything looks like a nail to you, right?
Yes.
Pretty much. Every problem can be solved
Yes.
with the maul.
And if it's not nailed down, then I will assume it needs to be nailed down.
That maul is OP, by the way.
That maul's not OP.
That's OP.
Okay, maybe a little OP.
I mean, he's not even using his finesse skills. It's like, doesn't he have like sneak attack damage and stuff?
All the sneak attack damage, because Steve pointed this out to me. All the sneak attack damages, they're all prone to anything with hardness or damage mitigation. It's and it's minus. I don't want to deal with any of that. That's so the maul is an all or nothing thing, and
yeah,
I like seeing big numbers too. So
That's
and it saves time.
Yeah,
to be honest, it also saves time.
Like you have to flanking, and you have to be flat-footed or something.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of conditions that. Yeah, I know.
Unless you build, I mean, what I said to him was, unless you build your character in such a way that you basically force people to be flat-footed, which you can, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a while,
you can do
but
like
you can
feint.
do that.
You can do feint.
Yeah. There's a lot of ways to do it.
There are.
You can basically make people flat-footed, and then the flat-footed damage gets insane. And then you add things on top of that. You kind of have to go either all in with flat-footed or not. But he did the Brawler. The Brawler is also a very popular build where it's the other way around, where they have all the cool abilities of a thief, but the strength of a fighter. It's like a thief fighter in a way. So he can't hit as well, and his attacks aren't nearly as good, which is why he doesn't hit as often. But when he does, oh boy.
Yep.
When he hits,
Look
he
out.
hits.
And if he crits, I'll forget about it.
Oh, the crits are forget about it. The crits are like nightmarish. Anyhow, you are all in the various corners. What do you do?
I have my crossbow out.
Crossbow?
Locked and loaded, yeah.
Okay.
Dougie's ready to spring into action, but honestly, he's just laying down and watching the south. He's got the 180. He's going from east all the way to south.
Okay, what
which
else?
is, I guess, a 90 degree. But
I'm
not
like
180.
I'm like hiding also, and looking at my vector.
Your vector? What's your vector, Victor?
Exactly.
Dougie is actually no, he's not doing 90 degrees. He's doing 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, scanning.
We need comms for this operation.
Yeah, our comms is to scream at each other.
Clear comms.
I am Eagle 1. You are been there, done that.
Okay. It gets late. Really late. It's midnight. You don't see anything. Do you keep it going?
I forgot to eat dinner.
Starting to get tired. You guys are starting to get tired. That's the thing.
Well,
You're gonna
we
have to
will
sleep all day tomorrow.
coffee.
Okay.
Meditate.
1 o'clock in the morning. Still don't see anything.
Dougie's,
2 o'clock in the morning.
All right.
Still don't see anything.
Oh,
What are you gonna
no.
do? Keep it up?
Keep it up.
Shoot, I'm now. It's like I'm now thinking it might have been worth sleeping in shifts, but
That's true because you get people patrolling. Like we don't have to
don't-
just
That's
stand
really funny.
there.
Actually, we should
actually, I'm going to go
we should have
suggest
treated
that. I'm
this
going
like
to go
camping,
suggest that we maybe want to. If we're going to do the whole night, we should probably have some shifts. where
like
people-
we're in a dungeon,
Yeah.
like we were resting in a dungeon.
What are the minuses for being exhausted aren't that like we're not gonna have to fight a dragon. These are gonna be little street kids that we're just gonna have to catch up to and hit them with them all if we have to. But
We need our time though. We need to be able to be fresh for another day of investigation.
do we, or is it just like I think it's exhausted or something? It's
I
like
don't even
minus
know.
one.
I
or
absolutely want to be on the 3rd level of exhaustion on the last day when the bank gets robbed. That
Yes.
is absolutely what I want.
something. Well, we have
Ha!
multiple days, right?
So why don't we do that? Why don't we have a little convene and be like we better do shifts and just start doing shifts. It's 1 a.m. Let's just start doing shifts.
I like that idea because it won't have to be stationary. We can like be patrolling, like be walking around and doing a full. Two of us can be walking
I
around
guess
in a circle.
it's just it doesn't make sense. There's no the bank is safe as kittens during the day, so we sleep during the day and then we stake out
Well,
at
it's
night.
already no. Well, it's already so it's too late to sleep during the day. Well, Here's
we
the
have a
thing.
few days.
I think he's talking about tomorrow. After
Oh,
this day,
well,
yeah.
you have a day after tomorrow is the parade. So
Yeah.
you have tomorrow and then the parade's the next day.
Yeah.
And the parade's during the day.
No, that's
all
right.
day. So, oh boy.
All right, well-
this is going to be an interesting. All right, here we go.
Are we doing shifts then? or-
3. Well, it's already 2 a.m.
Okay, it's 2 a.m. It's too late.
So,
So
I mean,
we're
it's
not
kind of too late because you have to do it in 8 hours and 2-hour things. There's actually a rule in the book on how to do it. But 3 a.m. and Basil sees something.
Mm.
It's a dream, Basil. Don't believe in it.
Oh, goddamn goblins.
It's night terrors. There's a cat coming at you.
Basil sees 2 goblins. They look rather young, and they're all dressed in black, more or less. And they have approached, and they're starting to do what looks like graffiti, and it looks like they're using a excrement of some sort
Really?
to wipe on the walls. And they're doing it very quick. What do you do?
Basil is going to make a fairly bird-like squawk. So maybe
Caw-caw!
and then I'm going to drop over the side out of sight of them. So I'm going to go east and kind of drop over side around the corner.
I really want one of us to have the clip of
Okay.
the guard from Oblivion that everybody uses. Stop! You violated the law!
That's right. The meme. That's a meme.
All right. Splort and Muck are looking around real quick when they hear the caw, and you hear them like Lomang and Basil can hear them like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And they're quickly trying to draw some pictures, but it's really hard to use this poo as ink. So they're not doing a very good job. Just really making a mess of the whole wall there. It's really just disgusting. You're starting to get a sniff of it, and it smells repulsive. What do you do?
Well, are we in terms?
Has anyone
or what are we
else
doing?
noticed or?
Yeah.
you
What
know,
does
who notices
Dougie
this?
here?
Who doesn't?
I mean, a bird could caw.
I'll
could
say
be anything.
Gomez and Dougie and Lomang know, and Lomang can see them. Lomang is like on the south wall. It's in the same location, so he sees where they are, which is the back wall. And Basil fell gently down on the corner of the back wall. Dougie and Gomez are in the front, so they'd have to run back to get there.
So are we in turns?
No, not
now?
rounds yet.
Okay.
No.
Well, I slowly make my way
Well, I moved,
over the
yeah.
roof to them.
Okay. What's Lomang gonna do?
Lomang is going to go there.
Wow, he doesn't fool around. Okay.
He's going there.
He's gonna go
he
right
can go there
in
in
front
2
of them.
actions, and the third action he says, "Stop this criminal act! You're under arrest."
Lomang's getting a face full of poop out of this.
Oh my god, I hope not. Prestidigitation, Gomez, get ready.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
Here we go. Oh, that's 1. Okay. This is what happens. You startle them as you jump right behind them. They both scream, go, ah! They throw their poop at you. Both of them miss you, but not the splash damage.
Oh no. That's
You
nuts.
get hit by splash poop. So you're like, aha, my ninja skills. Woohoo, woohoo. And then like little flakes go on your face and
Oh, it's
arms as
disgusting.
it just like lands near you. And it hits them too, but you really can't tell. And
They
they're
don't
like,
care. I care more than they do. I think.
they look at you and they're like, we weren't doing anything. We weren't doing anything. We weren't doing anything.
You were caught poo-handed. You're under arrest.
Brown-handed.
You're-
Yeah,
we're
brown-handed.
No. This is this the right address? Oh, we're in the wrong place. We were told to do this by the owners, but I think we got the wrong place.
Wow.
At the sound of scuffle, I'll come around from around the corner and back and show them that they're kind of
Yeah,
semi-surrounded.
don't make it any worse on yourself, and we just have a few questions for you.
They're on their hands and knees. They're like, please, don't hurt us. We were just told to do this. We don't know anything. We're just street thugs. You know, we're just kids. And you're looking at them, and you can tell they actually are like goblin kids. Like they're definitely like teenagers.
Doing
We might want to have Gomez
Yeah.
do this since he is also
yeah,
a
Gomez,
goblin.
Dougie,
Maybe
get
to
over
relate
here.
to
We
them a
got
little
some.
better.
We got an issue.
We're not here to hurt you, but we do want some answers. We do want to understand what's going on here.
Gomez is getting some major flashbacks here, baby. This is your youth. This could have
I'm
been
nostalgic. I'm nostalgic.
you. This was you. You're like, I remember when I was a young goblin rubbing poop on the walls of buildings.
Gomez is Donnie Brasco of the
Before he
Goblins.
threw electricity at people, he threw poop.
So can I get down? Do I have to do some kind of convoluted thing for me to get down? Do I have to use my magic item?
I will say you can take your time and climb down the wall with, you're avoiding the poop. And
All right,
you
I
get
want
down.
I want to diplomatize them and start by giving them pointers and tips on the better way to poop a wall.
Like hold the poo in a piece of paper.
Exactly. Yeah, you do
That's the
that.
first thing. So
You gotta let it sit out in the sun. You gotta let it dry a little bit for a day.
Consummate V's.
You guys obviously haven't done this before.
Is this goblin
better
poo
ways.
or what is this? I don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know. I don't.
It's a
Consummate
goblin
V's.
rite of passage.
I use some chiaroscuro shading.
And so I explained to them that they're in for a fine for vandalism, but we can forget about the fine for vandalism if they're willing to cooperate.
Oh yes. We're just kids. Honestly, we just get a couple of coppers to help out some of the local. And they look at each other like gang people in the area. You know, people need help, and not everyone wants to do the things we're gonna do, and we're kids. We're just kids.
How is this helping? Who wanted this done?
Yeah, we don't want you. We want the big fish. Who put you up to this?
Well, we weren't hurting anyone. I mean, look, it's just a little poo. Look, he
Gotta
just
flip
wipe
him.
it right off, and he
Gotta
just takes
flip
his
him.
hand and he just starts wiping it off with his hand. He's
I
like,
didn't
look,
ask.
Look,
I
it's
didn't
coming
ask.
Right off.
I didn't ask if you were hurting anyone. I didn't ask about the nature of the poo. I asked who put you up to this.
Well, I think she'll be really upset if we tell.
All right, so it's a woman. That's a good start. Please, and how about a name?
Sport's like, Muck, what did you do? Don't say any more. No, she's gonna
Sport,
be
shut
really
up. Marcus
upset.
is Sport, shut up. Marcus Smart. He's gonna get you both out of here. Otherwise, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. So, who is the woman who put you up to this?
They look at each other like, well, you understand. Somebody borrowed money and they didn't pay it back. So that's why we were hired to, help send the message. But, nothing hurtful. We're just like, a little a little decoration. That's all we're doing.
All right, so tell me more about who borrowed the money and who put you up to this. I'm still waiting for
I
a
don't
name.
know who borrowed money, but,
Who put you up to this?
fine. It was Chandrax, okay? Fine.
Chandrax put you up to this. Chandrax is the person we dealt with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chandrax is the hobgoblin that we've interacted with previously.
The underworld lady?
Right. Is she not?
She is.
Was that our informant, our CI?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, just we've been pronouncing her name a little bit differently. It was like we've been calling her like Chadaxra or something like that.
Some people just call her Chandy for short. Her friends. We're not her friends.
What did they write on the wall, by the way?
And you know what? I am one of her friends, and I do call her that. And so then I double diplomatize them and explain to them. It's like, oh well, I know her, so we can all get this sorted out. You're lucky it was her. Her and me are close, but you tell me first, so I know. So when we have this conversation, what are exactly the details? You said something about somebody borrowing money. What the hell is going on? What do you
We
know?
don't know. She hires us whenever people borrow money and they don't pay up. We come around and help, with their delinquent customers.
So this bank borrowed money from.
So it sounds like the bank borrowed money. So who exactly borrowed? I want to hear them say
I don't
it.
know. That you're talking. We know nothing. We just get told where to go and what to do. That's all we know.
All right, but usually you get sent on these jobs because somebody owes them money, and so you go to kind of send the message that they better pay up. That's what you said?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so you being sent on this job to this bank.
We don't even know what this is. We're just going. This is like one of our 20 things on the list tonight.
All right. Well, I better go with you guys because I'm going to be talking to. You better come with us because I'm going to be talking to Chandra. And Chandra gets the wrong idea and gets the idea that you ratted her out. She's going to be mad at you. So you better come with us when we talk to her. And I'll smooth things out between you and her. We'll get this whole thing sorted out, and so you guys won't get into any more trouble.
Ah, we're not even getting to do the rest of our jobs tonight. All that poo going to waste. All right.
Well, I'll be your excuse for that. Don't you worry about that.
All right. Fine.
Did they write something
I think we should go.
we could read, by the way?
What?
Did they write something? Like, did they write something that on the wall that we could read, or is it just?
No, they were just trying to like make some crude figures. Doing.
I actually asked them.
things.
It's like, what were you trying to put on there anyway?
Well, look, there's the goblin, and there's the minotaur. You kind of can, see how that all like arranged.
I get taken away in my nostalgia, and I absentmindedly pick up some of the poo, and I start going like, "Oh, you mean like this was going to finish off like this?" And actually start writing on the wall with the poo. I was like, so wait, so this was supposed to go like this? Is that what you're saying?
Gomez. You have things we need to do, Gomez.
This is not the way to do things, Gomez.
It's like, oh yeah, you're right.
We're Night Watch now. We are better than this.
So, yeah, you're right. I lost myself there for a minute, and then I cast Prestidigitation. All the poo goes away.
Oh, good. For me too, I hope.
No, you still got it on you. It's just
clean this one.
Well,
here.
it cleans. I use it to clean.
It's a little stinky.
Okay, yeah, you have to do a couple of
couple applications.
Yeah, a couple of applications. As this was pretty pungent, way worse than the.
And I did, and it's like, all right, well, we're gonna see Chandra. You guys too. Here, so show your hands, show your fingernails here. I cleaned them up also. I cleaned everybody up.
All right, well, let's go. We're supposed to meet her in an hour anyhow, so maybe we could help us out. And if you know her,
you're gonna help us out, and you're gonna come with us,
Fine.
and we're gonna be meeting her in an hour.
Fine.
All right, so what do you say, guys? Do you want to just go and have a conversation with?
Yeah, I'd love to know why one of the reputable banks owes a whole bunch of money to a loan shark. It's kind of
totally,
yeah,
totally.
Either as the bank or personally as the owner. That's
okay. So hey, you're here yet again. You're kind of tired. It's the middle of the night, but
time to go sleep.
Time to check out the establishment. 4 a.m. You're back at the ramshackle 2-story building, and Muck and Splort walk up and say, we have a special knock that we use to let her know that we're done.
Do I know what the special knock is?
You don't know.
Like just from my society, can I get a society check and just from my prior history with this whole situation?
This is his wheelhouse.
If you want to take a guess, you can try it instead of having them do it.
Is it shave and a haircut?
2 bits.
Well, I'll ask them. Is it this old one? And I tell them what I guess. Am I right?
They're like, that hasn't been used in years.
It's an older code.
You're old.
So old, Gomez.
Yeah, I guess it's like yes, I guess I'm a boomer. I got boomered by goblins.
Oh, that's a funny one. I think our Poppy used to use that one.
All right, smart ass. All right, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do the knock.
And then they do the much faster, cooler knock of It's like kind of a little rap battle there, and they're like,
I make mental note of that knock and sock it away.
That's the WR rap battle.
And then the door opens again, and they're like, okay, hurry up, let's go in.
Hey, Shandy.
She's like, looks at you, and she's like, well. What do we have here? Little fishies got caught. Ooh, but my favorite constables, no less.
Shandy, first things first, I got to speak up for these boys. They were very, very good. We staked them out. It was very difficult to catch them. They were very, very good. But we gotta have a chat.
Yeah,
Sure.
all I can say is I'm not happy because I spent the whole day in line and I spent my whole night on this roof and I need sleep and I see 2 goblins with poo and I need some answers here.
Well, what do you want to know? Let me guess. Money changers?
Avangats.
Yeah.
Why would Avangats owe you a bunch of money?
She's totally relaxed and just loves this. She's like, oh, Ovengotz? He is on the up and up. His son, on the other hand, he owes me. He's up to 100 gold pieces with interest. But as soon as I'm paid off, these accidents ought to clear right up.
Dougie knew about this son. He had a feeling about this boy.
Yeah. 100 gold pieces is not a lot. 100 gold pieces is not the type of money that would really bring him into this larger bank robbery scenario.
100 gold pieces is a ton of money, especially for a kid. 100 gold. You can get,
but it's not like rob a bank in Absalom, be involved in that type of thing.
She's like, well, yes, 100 gold isn't that much in the scheme of things, but I have to keep up appearances, and you know what? Eventually that turns into 200, and then 300, and then before you know it...
No, I
Very
understand.
wise, very wise.
How
I'm
far
not talking about
behind
that.
is he?
Nah, I was hoping because Shenra knows our deal. We're after these bank robbers. It's like, I thought that this might mean he was involved in a bank robbery thing, but it doesn't sound like it's the case.
Oh, yes, bank robbery. I know nothing about that compared to this. These are two totally separate things. But his boy, Uthrar, he took a small loan out. A mere 25 gold pieces, but it's been slowly accruing interest. And, I have to get it somehow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I mean, technically, the petty vandalism is a criminal activity. On the other hand, we also understand your position in all of this.
This is all under the umbrella. As far as I understand, I don't know, maybe the law badge can tell me different. But this is all under the umbrella of the shadiness and the trouble that we had to clean up for her and get her licensing back. This is what this type of stuff is what that's talking about.
Yeah, I would agree. We kind of already got her jail-free card on that.
We've already nodded, winked at all of her activities. So
why
we can't complain about it now?
She's no dummy. She's not just going to lend out money and not know the story. Why does this guy owe money? Is he a gambler?
The son?
Yes, the son.
Oh, probably the same old story. Either a woman, or a man, or other. Or gambling. One of those two. It's always one of those two.
Does his father know about the loan?
Probably not. They never do.
Well, maybe we need to...
We'll tell the father
to have this resolved. So we might want to go have a talk with the father when the bank's open. And... maybe he can help you. Maybe he can help you reclaim his money if he understands what's going on.
Right.
She looks over at you all and says, "Tell you what, since I like you fellas, and Gomez here, and you did a good job of scolding my boys without actually hurting them or bringing them in, I'll knock it down to 50 as a favor." And she says that a little sternly. "And I won't do any more harassment for at least a week while you go figure this out with the father. How's that sound?"
That sounds good. Like my only concern about this is, the concept of collateral damage. The father didn't borrow the money, and because he got the side effects of the message that you were trying to send to the son, then we got involved. And that means we got to take time out of our schedule and do work, and that cascades onto us, and then we get involved. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be in your business. You don't want me in your business. So what you get? So my advice to you is great. That's wonderful. The knocking the 50 off. I appreciate it, but honestly, that's between you and that family. What I'm concerned with my piece of advice is in the future when you're trying to send these messages, make sure that's direct mail. Make sure that goes directly to the person that you're trying to send a message to, and and that message doesn't get spread all over town onto other people, because then it becomes our problem. I don't want it our problem. You don't want it our problem. We want to keep the hot and cold. We want to keep your business separate from our business, and a little bit more targeting with your messaging. It's a
marketing problem. Really, it's a marketing problem at at base.
McBLT it.
Well, and she like kind of comes over to you and like does a little tap on your cheek, Gomez. She goes, I appreciate the lecture, honey, but the son does work at the bank, and I have been doing this a long time. You are cute, though, so I'll let you lecture me just a little bit.
So, what does he live at the bank?
No, they don't live there.
No, but
He works.
So then,
Yeah.
in Save Your Cute, I'm a cop now. Because show a little respect. Go to his house. Just don't bring the father involved. Don't bring the other people involved. You know what I'm saying. And I'm not saying this to be cute, and I'm not saying this to insult you. I'm saying this because we're busy now. We have other things to do. There's a bank robbery we have to worry about. I don't want to be here talking to you.
Speaking of which, there's a favor that actually if you can help us, would probably be more useful to us than knocking 50 gold off the kid's tab. Are you familiar at all with a goblin named Quidley? He was arrested a couple days ago in connection with the Penny and Sphinx. And unfortunately, the token guard just kind of lost track of him, and we're looking to find him.
Oh, yes, I believe he's mixed up with that Copper Hands. I don't know him personally, but I imagine he's left town as he was used, and since he was caught and failed, he's probably going to end up dead.
Wait, what do we know about the Copper Hands? Tell us more about
They
Copper
are
Hands.
the gang that's planning to do this.
Yeah, they're
going to
do the heist.
Yeah. Do we have everything that we know from her about the Copper Hand? I forget. Is it valuable to ask her? Or tell
Someone
us
that
what
has
you know,
notes.
Somebody do that already.
Went through this in detail last session.
Okay, that was my question. So we have notes and stuff. Okay, so I don't ask her. I think we're done. What do you guys think?
I think we're done. I suspect that this guy, this son, this lowlife, who goes running about town, owing money to everybody, and it's his problem, and it's a mess, and he's compromised. So he made if he owes this to Chatrax, then what if he owes to other people? He might be this might be an inside job. This might be where the bank is being robbed because it's an inside job. If he owes to her, he might owe to somebody else, and this might be a compromise type of thing. So
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, I don't think this is tied to the robbery we're investigating because the other goblin was the Copper Hand guy. I think we pretty much narrowed it to the Penny and Sphinx.
Well, okay, but we do have a bank that's compromised.
Nevertheless, we should go talk to the dad and let him know what's going on.
I don't know. Should we?
He wanted
Dougie
answers.
is.
He wanted an investigation. He wanted an investigation of what was going on.
I think if we could get assurance from shit, I don't know. It's a little bit because it's actually messing around in somebody's family business, kind of like.
No business. You mean business? It's police business. It became the public business when she she only gave us a 1 week. She only gave a 1 week reprieve on the vandalism.
Okay, I don't know. Well, tell me about these three things. First, I see this whole thing as a red herring. Second, we already authorized through our previous adventure this hobgoblin loan shark's behavior. So, like an element of that is what's really gonna. How's it going to help? And third, do we really have to get involved in the father and son thing? If the son owes money, let him sort out his money. I'm not interested in ratting the son out to the father.
Dougie will do it.
I'm kind of with Dougie because if he can't get money from Chidaxa, he might rob his own dad's bank or something.
All right, but what about all of what about this is all red herring? And let's get on with the main thing. How about that?
Oh, I do think it's it's the side plot. I don't think it's the main robbery.
It's a side quest.
But I think we should stop by. I think we should stop by and end our investigation because we were asked to investigate this.
Agreed. I think we'd catch a few hours of sleep and then do that.
Well, that's just it. Like my thought is, we got one more day. We're tired. I don't have time for it.
Well, this is specifically what he hired us.
For now, let's go back to the barracks and get some sleep, and then that'll get us up around noon or 1 o'clock, and then
and then see how we feel in the morning.
Yep, or in the afternoon.
Let's do that.
Okay, you go back to the barracks a little after 4 in the morning. You crash. You do your required 8 hours of rest according to the rules, and now it's 1 in the afternoon. Tomorrow, is the parade. Bright and early in the morning, the parade starts. So you have less than 24 hours to figure out what to do. And with that, tell me what you want to do.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, Agents of Edgewatch. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com.